Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty, a top 100 ranked real estate team here in Tampa Bay. Maximizing the exposure on the sale of our real estate properties is our USP. That's our unique selling proposition. How are we going to help you sell faster for more money? Well, we're going to feature your listing live on air to thousands of people every day, and then we're going to syndicate it also on all the different social media sites, Apple, Amazon, Roku, 80 different outlets worldwide. So we got a hot listing here, 3416 Crepe Myrtle Drive. Waterfront beauty. This has bay access. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, 1864 square feet, totally remodeled and beautifully staged home with gorgeous furniture. It's set up current for a short-term rental. You've got a 360 view of the water from the deck there. You got your own private boat dock, bay access, 3416 Crepe Myrtle Drive, Hernando Beach. Bring your boat and enjoy the Florida lifestyle to the fullest. 6504 South Linda Street in Tampa. This is South Tampa, beautiful property here. Another great opportunity. Large lot here as well. Some people are saying you might be able to build another home on this lot, or at least maybe another unit, maybe a mother-in-law suite. 1,900 square feet, South Tampa, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, quarter acre of land, updated kitchen and bath, motivated seller, and they're willing to put $10,000 towards closing cost and to help you buy down the rate. 6504 South Linda Street in Tampa. Beautiful Hillsborough County, and you can see all of our listings online, platinumcoastalelite.com.
And yeah, I'm raising my glass to those saving our ass overseas.
All right, Alex Lima, BlackBelt Fitness, in studio with us. Also, producer Alex does a great job producing our show on the daily and guest hosting when I'm out of town. So awesome shows there when you're filling in for me. Good job, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I guess it's cool that we can document this stuff, because usually when you do something great, nobody's watching.
There you go.
So at least there's some documentation. I did some stuff during my lifetime. So
hey, you did awesome, man. You did awesome. You know, that's what's funny. You mentioned document. Like, we've got over 2,000 videos on our YouTube channel, man. 2,000 videos. 10 years of doing this show, over 2,000 videos. I think it's like 2,300 now, close to that. And you know, a lot of it's show content. Some of it's just on location videos, American Dream television show, different videos. So I would highly recommend people checking out our channel, man. YouTube.com, Brandon Rhymes Realty, and you can check out all the different topics. That's the cool thing about our show too, Alex, is all these different topics that people could go to and just learn more about concealed carry, Thomas King Florida Firearms, or hey, you know, I've got a friend that's looking at maybe buying a jet. Well, hey, talk to Captain Will Smith, private pilot.
Or private yacht.
Talk about buying a yacht, Michael Dennison, right? On and on and on. Attorneys, CPAs.
Yeah, it's just, I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time before that YouTube. I mean, we're at like 2,000 subscribers, so people are watching. We get lots of views and watch time that we're clocking in every month, so people are paying attention on top of our radio listeners and stuff. But I think it's just a matter of time before that blows up and people realize what a database of knowledge this is.
Yeah.
When you're like, man, what was there? There was something about self-defense or whatever. You know what? Let me look up Alex's episodes real quick and see which one it was. Or, I mean, there's a lot, man, and it's all high-level experts. Mark Hay, when he comes here, dropping financial knowledge. Yeah. Fred DeFelice. I mean, everybody. You know, I love everybody that we do all this stuff with, man.
Yeah. Water quality experts, contracting experts, home remodeling experts, attorney, all different types of attorneys, estate planning. You know, if you want to look at, criminal defense, Anthony Rickman, one of the best in the business, defending people, you know, with DUIs or whatnot.
All top-notch veterans, and nothing against people like just starting off. You got to start somewhere, but everybody that's on here has been doing what they do for a while. Yeah, has a successful track record.
Top ranked, highly vetted. And you can see them all at consumerqb.com, consumerqb.com. So Alex and I like to jive about, you know, the self-defense side. Crime is a story we're going to talk about. But this one really, when I saw this story, because a lot of people have seen this movie, The Blind Side. Have you seen that movie, The Blind Side? Michael Orr, you know, he had a crack addict mom. This family took him in. They were already independently wealthy from selling some fast food chains or something like that. Tim McGraw, Sandra Bullock played the movie, and then Michael Orr, he goes on to make millions in the NFL. But he decides to file a lawsuit. I'm going to play the clip, and then you and I can talk about it.
So on Monday, Michael Orr filed a petition that said when he was 18, he signed paperwork believing the Tuohys were adopting him. But he now says he only found out 6 months ago that what he actually signed was a conservatorship agreement, and it gave the Tuohys legal authority over his business dealings. Orr claims that Sean, Leanne, and their 2 children each initially made $250,000 from the movie and then 2.5% in residuals. He says he, in contrast, received nothing. So now he wants to dissolve that conservatorship, and he wants a full accounting of the assets produced by the best-selling book and movie, and also some unspecified punitive damages.
Now, what are the Tuohys saying?
So they released a statement on Tuesday through an attorney that is denying all of this. They say that Michael always knew it was a conservatorship and that lawyers told them at the time they couldn't adopt him because he was over 18. They say they made an arrangement to avoid NCAA violations, and that allowed him to attend Ole Miss and put him on their insurance. Now, their attorney also said in a statement that they didn't make any money off of the conservatorship and that really very little money that came from the film was divided equally. He said the idea that the Tuohys would try to profit off of Michael Orr is, quote, not only offensive, it is transparently ridiculous because they're already independently wealthy.
So, there's a thing called punitive damages, and I almost went into law. I took a business law class. I kind of liked it. I liked the idea of hearing these different stories where somebody was wronged, they sued, they won, or whatever the situation was. It's kind of interesting to hear about those different lawsuits where they set precedent. So here you have this kid that was with the crack addict mom, and this family brings him in. And it kind of reminds you of the whole good deed done unpunished, right? No good deed. But punitive damages, that means punishment. That means he's going after them, trying to get the judge to award punitive damages, which would punish them. So that's where you see sometimes, like if there's a drug company that gets sued or a medical doctor or something happens, you see these punitive damages. That's where you get the millions of dollars. Yeah. So this guy, you talk about, the complete, like, wow. I mean, I'm just blown away from this.
Yeah. So just listening to all of that, that all sounds incredibly legit as far as how they legally went about things. They have somebody that they took in from a horrible situation. Guy's 18. He's not a minor, so you can't adopt him as a minor.
Yeah.
But the only thing, if I'm them, the only thing I can do for you is I can help guide you with like all your future, your business and your college career and everything, so that we can get you on your insurance and then help you to fulfill this dream of playing in the at the big show. I mean, it all sounds like it was legit, and then for whatever reason, whoever he's hanging around with now it's whispering in his ear that, like, oh, those white people, blah blah blah, whatever it may be, we're just taking advantage of you.
Probably.
I don't know, man. That just sounds incredibly that family has to be heartbroken.
They brought him in off the street.
That has to be,
and
they didn't have to.
Under his own roof.
They didn't have to.
Yeah, and he has 2 kids. So my wife and I, we looked at adopting and fostering kids, and you hear some stories about, hey, if you've got younger kids, don't bring an older kid into your home because those older kids are going to be a negative influence, or could be, right? Or could turn into be a drug addict or whatever it could be, and they're going to affect your biological kid. But here they did that anyways, and they took the risk, and then they helped him get the tutors. They got him in to helped him get his grades up. I mean, according to the movie, right?
They went completely against the grain, bringing this kid in.
Yeah.
And listen, whatever I've had people say things about, but they brought this like giant black kid into their white home.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there was talk, there were the looks that they got throughout the years, unfortunately, because of the way society is, and they did it out of love and kindness.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they had money already.
They're
bro.
Christian
They didn't
people.
look at him and was like, "Oh, I'm going to profit off this guy."
Exactly.
That's really sad.
They were independently wealthy already. Okay, so that's one story. I mean, unbelievable. And to your point, here I believe they were a Republican couple from Mississippi bringing in this guy, and then you go to the NFL, and you got all these people that are probably aligned with BLM and the Democratic Party, whispering in his ears. That's probably what is leading to that.
It's influence.
They influenced him, absolutely. All right, so crime. Here's another one now. So crime in San Francisco. So they come out. The government says, and this is the Department of Health and Human Services. I'm going to play the clip, and then we'll talk about it here.
Safety concerns in the city of San Francisco have prompted some U.S. agencies there to instruct employees to stay home and work remotely.
Daily Wire investigative reporter Mairead Elordi is here with the details. So, Mairead, San Francisco is advising federal workers to stay home for their own safety.
Hi, Georgia. Yes, the Department of Health and Human Services told hundreds of employees at the federal office building in downtown San Francisco to work from home if they can because of crime around the building. In an August 4th memo, an HHS official said that in light of the conditions at the Nancy Pelosi Federal Building in San Francisco, employees should maximize the use of telework for the foreseeable future.
So this is in response to the conditions outside of this one specific building.
Yes, one of San Francisco's most prolific open-air drug markets operates directly outside the Nancy Pelosi Federal Building. According to a report by the San Francisco Chronicle, addicts often hang out and get high on the federal building's concrete benches.
Isn't it ridiculous, man? I mean, one story after another that's just like, wow, here we are in 2023. It's like, how did we get here? Well, you know, you've got these Democrat-run cities allowing this to happen. They're allowing drug use. They're not only that. In New York, they put vending machines. They encourage it. They put vending machines out. They, hey, we're going to look the other way on crime. $999 you can steal at a CVS or Walgreens. You can literally walk in and they can't stop you. The security guards are not supposed to stop you. And then now you see the snatch and grabs. They're running in and grabbing all these purses. They literally have trash cans. You see the videos online. Purses or, expensive clothing, jewelry, whatever. You can't stop them. And if you do, you're the one that's going to get in trouble.
It's ridiculous. I can't. That's completely disgusting. I can't think of a single reason why anybody would still want to live there unless you're a criminal.
Yeah.
Like anybody of sound mind and spirit.
Or politician.
Or politician. Anybody that can profit in some way. But I can't think of a single reason to be there. I didn't.
And they want to take away our guns.
I know. If we got into it about the guy I ran into at Florida Firearms Academy, that he was I'm actually trying to get him to come on the show. He was a visual effects. He still is. He did for movies, like big Hollywood movies. He was like the effects guy, like to add the alien and whatever sounds and gunfire and all that stuff. Big time out there. And so he lives in a well-to-do neighborhood, or he did anyways. Well, why is he here? Because he literally will get up every morning, and there's a bunch of like crackheads and homeless people in his front yard. So even in those neighborhoods, they're making it into those neighborhoods. It's not like one area of town. Like they are overrun with crime and like, man, and the money that you pay to live there, you're paying for. Why do people raise their status and want to create wealth? To live better. To live better. It's not because I want to have a better car than you. No, I want to live in the not bad neighborhood.
Right.
I want to put my kid through a better school. I want to go to the better, nicer, cleaner restaurant, whatever it may be. And then you work so hard, you make it, and now you're getting overrun by this stuff.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well, remember last year, too, the Purge Law. They literally nicknamed this law the Purge Law in Chicago, Illinois. And I can't remember if it was statewide or one of the I think it was statewide. They literally they nicknamed it the Purge Law because, as you mentioned, if somebody's in your yard, let's say somebody went to your backyard, camped out in your shed, and said, I'm not leaving. Yep. The sheriff deputy can no longer come and make that person leave. Are you kidding me?
That's nuts.
And then they can't even pursue, like there was multiple crimes. I think, first degree murder was still pursuable, but it was like second degree murder, rape, kidnapping, all these different crimes. They couldn't pursue them. They had to wait something like 14 days. By that time, the person's already in Canada or wherever they're getting away to.
That's crazy. Did you see the thing in Oakland? Crime is so bad. They did all the things trying to take the guns and stuff that they're giving them. They want them to use little air horns to deter crime. Oh, they're giving them little air horns. If crime happens, you blow an air horn at somebody. Yeah. You try that against somebody that's trying to rape or kill you, and you let me know how that works.
Yeah, that's a utopia. And even like 50 Cent putting post online, you see the rapper 50 Cent doing that. Tucker Carlson had a great interview with Ice Cube. He was talking about it as well. But that's about our time for today, my friend. How do you want people to connect with you, Alex Lima?
You can always call me 813-426-1588 or check me out on Instagram at BlackBelt_fitness. And real soon, I actually have a website dropping, so that's going to be cool.
All right, good stuff, man. All right. Well, always nice catching up with you. Alex Lima, Black Belt Fitness and Martial Arts right here in Tampa Bay. Longtime friend of the program. Support the show. Support the local economy, folks, by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show. You can reach out to the show hotline, consumerqb.com as well. And we're going to be right back more with Fred Muth, Tampa Screens and Aluminum. He's a contractor, expert contributor on the show. Tampa Screens and Aluminum coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, everybody. It's the Captain, Matt Bruce, and you're listening to my buddy Brandon Rhymes, a Consumer Quarterback. Sell, Brandon, sell.